In India, ethnic violence in the remote state of Assam has created panic thousands of miles away. Assam's indigenous population clashed with Muslim immigrants, most of them from neighboring Bangladesh. At least 78 people were killed, and as many as 400,000 have been displaced. In a domino effect, the violence has echoed into distant cities like Mumbai and Bangalore. To explain what happened, our contributor Ajoy Bose joins us from New Delhi. Good morning, Ajoy.
Morning.
Now, give us some background on Assam. What's been causing the violence?
The violence has been between the Bodo tribals, who are one of the many tribal groups who live in Assam, and of course, a fairly large Muslim minority, many of them migrants from neighboring Bangladesh. Now, most of these Muslim migrants are agricultural peasants, and they definitely have been taking away the land which the Bodo tribals live on. Therefore, there has been a fair amount of tension for many, many years. There have been sporadic clashes, but this, of course, is the worst.
Why didn't the violence stay localized to this region? How did it spread to other parts of India?
Now, that is what is intriguing, because this is the first time that Assam, which is really tucked away in a fairly remote corner of northeastern India, and which does not have very much impact on the rest of the country, has spread to even a commercial metropolis like Mumbai, because that was the first reaction, that there was this massive and very violent protest by Muslim group in Bombay.
I've also heard that the Indian government is cracking down on social network sites as a way to try to quell the violence. Is that true?
Well, certainly the government is cracking down on social media, and there are a lot of concerns here that there could be a lot of restrictions and censorship. And I'll just give you some examples of these sort of concerns. For instance, in his blog, Shubho Sengupta has written a letter to the Prime Minister. And it starts, "Dear MMS," of course, these are Prime Minister Manmohan Singh's initials. "I watched your political colleagues with puzzlement as they spoke about banning social media. Do they talk about banning cars when some moron runs over people?" On Facebook, noted author and journalist Siddharth Bhatia said that banning staff to stop inflaming passions is a bad idea, because it gives a handle to authorities to use the weapon of banning in the future. Of course, there are people also who feel that something should be done. I mean, television anchor Nidhi Razdan, for instance, that said that really we should stop these people spewing venom and hate. But there is no question there's a big debate going on now within India that how do we balance this? That if social media is being mischievously used by a small section of miscreants, does that mean that you have to have these restrictions on social media? I think this is linked to India's democratic process, and it's a serious debate.
Great. Thanks for your insights, Ajoy. Ajoy Bose is a LinkAsia contributor and a political journalist based in New Delhi.
Now on U.S. airwaves, a global channel of uncompromising stories. World news, documentaries, entertainment, and culture. Link TV, connecting you to the world. For more information, visit linktv.org.